I'm not the biggest fan of riddles. In fact, if you ask me to solve a case, I could never do that in a million years. But today I figured I would try to test my brain power skills. Today I'm going to be trying to solve 16 riddles to awaken my supernatural brain power. This video is by Brightside and it is called 16 riddles to awaken your supernatural brain power. So with that being said, let's see if I can do this. You guys can also join me in doing this and let me know your scores in the comments down below.
Sally, Nellie, and Kelly are hanging out at the beach. They play volleyball and have a lot of fun. But then their ball flies away into the bushes. Nellie leaves the playground to bring it back, and she never comes back. Kelly and Sally look everywhere, but Nellie is gone. They begin to panic and call the police. Detective Bold arrives quickly, finds 3 suspects, and questions them. Bill says, "I've been chilling here since morning, but I didn't notice anything." Kyle says, "I arrived here just now, so I have no idea what's going on."
Okay.
And Mike says,
Kinda sucks.
"I was diving in the sea and watching the corals." Can you figure out the kidnapper?
Okay, so the first one says, "I've been chilling here since morning, but I didn't notice anything." That doesn't sound too suspicious to me. I think what sounds the most suspicious to me is the second one, because he just arrived there. And he's like, "I have no idea what's going on." That kind of sounds suspicious compared to the first one and the third one, which actually have concrete evidence. Because the first one says they've been there since the morning, so they've seen a lot, and they said they didn't notice anything. And the third one says he was diving in the sea and watching the corals. The third person definitely didn't do it. I kind of actually am suspicious of the first 2 now. I want to say the second one, but it could be the first one. "I've been chilling here since morning, but I didn't notice anything." That actually kind of sounds suspicious when I think about it. I'm going to say the first 2 because the third one definitely there's evidence there. Because he said he was diving in the sea and watching the corals. I'm going to say the second.
It's Kyle. He's wearing the same cap as Nellie.
I knew it.
It seems too small for his head. That's because Kyle kidnapped Nellie and stole her cap.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sally returns to the apartment building where she lives. Wow, there's a basket with a cute little kitten on her porch.
Oh, I don't
Sally
believe
takes
that.
2 pictures to send them to her friends.
No.
Can you spot 3 differences between them?
Ooh. I don't know if you guys did this, but growing up, I always had these kind of little books with like, "Do you notice the difference?" Circle all the differences you notice. They were so fun to do. The first difference I noticed is in the first photo, there are 2 marks over here, 2 lines, and there's only 1 here. The tail as well, here it has 3 stripes, and over here it only has 2. The sidewalk too, over here there's nothing, but over here there is something. And I think that's pretty much it. The sidewalk, the lines, and the tail.
Here they are.
Oh, it didn't mention
Sally
the
wants to know
sidewalk.
who brought the kitten, so she interrogates her neighbors. Tom says, "I've been playing video games since early morning. I didn't leave my place at all."
That's what I feel like every single teenager would say when there's something going on in their neighborhood, and if they had to interview the suspects and the different people in the neighborhood, and there would be this one family with a teenager like this, and they'd be like,
"I was playing video games, but I didn't hear anything because my headphones have really good quality."
Tim says, "I've been working out and I haven't left my apartment yet." Tyler says, "I stayed home all day too. I was too busy playing basketball."
Okay.
Who's lying?
I feel like it's not Tom, I feel like it's Tim or Tyler, because why would you play sports inside? Video games are meant to be played inside, but sports are not meant to be inside. So I don't understand why you play sports inside. It's a little bit suspicious, and I don't think I have anything else to say, so let's see if I was correct.
Tyler, he's playing with a soccer
I got
ball,
it right.
not a basketball. Moreover, it's pretty hard to play basketball alone inside the apartment.
True.
Sally goes to the supermarket to buy some milk for the kitten. Only these 3 packs of milk are left on the shelf. Can you help Sally choose the best option?
Okay, Okay, so right off the bat, I noticed two things immediately. This carton and this carton have the exact same expiry date. However, this one has a different one. And while these two are normally shaped like milk cartons, this one is strangely shaped. It's got some weird bump on it. So I'm assuming this one is expired. I think I'm gonna go for 27/11/2023. So we're moving this one out of the picture and we're moving on to either 27/11/2023 or 27/11/1823, and immediately you know that this is the correct carton you should choose. 1823 was so long ago, that is dead long expired, so it is definitely this one with the correct expiry date. I think a life lesson also comes with this one. Check the expiry dates before you buy your packages of milk, carton or bagged. Please check them because you could also fall into this trap and that would really suck.
The second milk expired 2 centuries ago, and the third milk carton is bloated, which means that it has already turned sour. Therefore, Sally should grab the first milk.
Got it. I had the same
Sally
idea.
has been working as a cab driver for several years. One day, a police officer finds Sally unconscious in her car. Someone attacked her and stained the car with glue. The officer checks Sally's app account. Sally had quarrels with 3 clients recently, so he interrogates them. Rob says, "I took a cab to the university. When we arrived, Sally asked me to pay extra money for parking, and we had a brief quarrel, but I wouldn't put my future career at risk for a couple of dollars." Karen says, "Yesterday, I received an emergency call. My husband got to the hospital, so I needed to get there as soon as possible.
That's a little
But
weird.
Sally was driving very slowly. That's why we had a quarrel."
Okay.
And Mrs. Green says, "I was returning home from the supermarket after grocery shopping. Sally asked for extra money for helping me with the bags. I didn't like it."
That's
After
kinda
hearing
weird.
their stories, the officer knows for sure who's guilty. What about you?
I think it's Karen, and the reason I think it's Karen is because her husband was in the hospital, but Sally was driving slowly, and I think that that means that she knew what was going on. My first pick's Karen, but my second's Mrs. Green. It just seems like Sally knew what was going on with her husband because she was driving slowly, whereas the other two just said they didn't like it, you know?
Take a closer look at Sally's car. It's parked near the hospital, which means that Karen's trip was the last one before the attack. Therefore, she did it.
Well, I got it right.
Sally is feeling much better and she gets back to work. She needs to pick up her client at a restaurant. Her app offers 3 possible routes, but only one of them will actually bring her to the desired destination. Can you guess which one?
Okay, yeah, it's Route 2. Route 1 and 3 both lead to dead ends.
Sally should choose the second route. Sally parks her car near the restaurant and faces the following scene. One of these ladies has a ghost mother. Can you guess who?
Okay, so the mom over here is holding what looks to be that book from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, you know, the one Hagrid gives them. But I just noticed that this girl's mom is hovering over a candle, and why isn't her shirt catching on fire? They're trying to trick you because you would think that it's her mom because she's holding this weird book, but her candle is not on, whereas this one's on and she's leaning over it. And also, she looks almost younger than her, I would say. Number 2. I don't know though, I could be wrong because this is very suspicious to me, so...
The second lady is a ghost mother.
Oh.
Take a look at her mother's face. She's
Oh, so I
even
was
younger than
right.
her daughter, which means that time has stopped for her a long
Yeah,
time
I
ago.
was gonna say.
Moreover, she leans over a candle without any fear of an open flame.
Yeah.
Sally wants to visit her boyfriend Ken at his office, but the
Ken,
front door
okay.
is locked.
From Barbie?
Can you help Sally figure out the 5-digit code?
So right away, our first hint is these scratch marks, and they're definitely not from a cat. So I'm thinking, either you count the lines, so it'd be 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, or it would be the intersections that these lines cross. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 0, 4.
Let's take a closer look at these scratches. These are hints. All Sally needs to do is count the number of intersections. So the code is 23504.
Got it.
Sally brings her kitten to the vet for a checkup. There, she meets 2 doctors, but only one of them is a real vet doctor. Can you spot who exactly?
Doctor number 1 looks to be wearing a very doctor-like, veterinarian-like outfit. However, he's not wearing gloves. But on his side of the room, he's got this cabinet that's shaped like a cat. Veterinarian number 2 is wearing gloves, I'm noticing. And her cabinet is shaped like a fish, but that could just be how the clinic looks. But doctors and veterinarians are supposed to wear gloves when they're working. So I'm gonna say vet number 2. You have to look at all the details. And I feel like I'm really bad at doing that, but I'm gonna say Dr. 2.
Real doctors usually wear gloves at work, but the guy on the left doesn't wear any, although he's holding a dog. Sally wants to get a job in a magic shop. The owner gives her a test assignment to find a love potion on this shelf. Sally is very confused because the recipes are too complicated. Luckily, Sally's possible future coworker, Glenda, agrees to give Sally a hint. She provides her with a bunch of recipes, and now Sally needs to figure out the correct one by herself. She only knows that a love potion should contain these 5 ingredients. Can you help her find the right bottle?
This one's the correct one because it matches all the ingredients perfectly, so.
Only the 3rd bottle has all the required ingredients, so Sally should grab it. Sally succeeds and gets the job. Now her task is to go to the storage and find a fake mirror. Can you help her?
These 2 have this little piece on the nose, on the bone, whereas this one doesn't, so it's the 3rd one. I couldn't notice the difference until just now, until I looked.
Only
Also,
the 2nd mirror shows the correct reflection, so the remaining 2 are fake.
Alright, and that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like this video. Let me know which riddles you got correct. And with that being said, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!